YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another play review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. Up next on the list of play reviews, we're gonna go ahead and check out the new Shapeshifters Icon SBC for none other than Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy is a 96 rated card. He has the controlled lengthy acceleration type, right footed with 3-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. Now, I kid you not, boys, I can't remember the last time I said 3-star skill moves on a player review, but Van Nistelrooy does have 3-star skill moves, which is a bit of a letdown for the card. In order to complete the SBC, I'm pretty sure that there's 7 different requirements and it's going to cost you roughly 150 to like 180,000 coins to complete, so a bit of a cheaper option for us. And as you guys know, he hasn't been the most desirable of icon cards in FC25, but let me tell you, man, with the upgrades does seem to be very good. Now he can play the center back, right back, and center defensive mid positions, and if we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, I mean, extremely well-rounded. He is hooligan with the lowest stat being 82 for his shooting. The physical side to his game with the 92 pace, 97 defending, and 96 physical actually looks insane, boys. I mean, with the way that the card is set up, the anchor chem style is probably your best option. Whether you want to play him at the center back position or in the midfield, with the anchor chem style, he is going to have the mostly lengthy acceleration type, so his pace is actually going to be really interesting to test out. The passing for the most part does look really nice. He does have the ping pass playstyle plus, so really excited to test that out in game. And then as you guys know, with Van Nistelrooy, he does have a bit of a larger build in game, so the 89 dribbling, 85 agility, and 84 balance obviously isn't anything too crazy. But he does have really good reactions and then also 99 composure, so he should be a very responsive and like a very swift player in game. Now, in terms of playstyles, boys, he does have 12 different playstyles: the ping, pass, jockey, intercept, and aerial playstyle pluses. And I mean, for the most part, all the playstyle pluses are pretty effective. I really like the fact that he does have the intercept and the ping pass, especially if you're going to use him as that center defensive mid. The jockey, for me personally, a little bit underrated, and then the aerial playstyle plus is okay. I feel like that one could have been a little bit better. And then he does also have the power header, whip pass, every defensive playstyle, rapid, and acrobatic. So as you guys can see, when it comes to his playstyles, he does actually have a pretty solid setup. I would say the only real letdown is the fact that he doesn't have the relentless or the quick step. We're definitely at that stage of FC25 where the quick step playstyle for like a more defensive minded midfielder is actually really important in my opinion. And with the way that the card is set up, and because he does have a player role plus for each player role, I mean, for me personally, boys, I feel like it's best to go ahead and run him at the center defensive mid position as like a holding midfielder or as a deep line playmaker. It would be really interesting to test him out at the right back position, and then if you do plan on running him as a center back, probably as a defender is going to be the best way to use him. Now, as you guys know, in order to complete the SBC, there are 7 different requirements, and it's saying on Footpin that it is going to cost roughly 180,000 coins to complete, which is a decent price for him. With Van Nistelrooy not being the most desirable of icon cards in FC25, it's going to be really interesting to see whether or not it's worth picking this card up. If you guys do enjoy these FC25 play reviews and you want to see more videos like this on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like. Turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss an upload, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is the team we're going to be using in Foot Champions to test out the new Van Nistelrooy card. We're going to be playing him at the center defensive mid position in the 4-3-3 formation, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alright, boys, we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Van Nistelrooy Shapeshifters card, and I must say, boys, I feel like he might be a little bit of like a cheap beast. But yeah, man, first things first, you guys know how we like to start off every play review, and that is by testing out the card's dribbling. Now, he does only have the 3-star skill moves, and then he doesn't have the press proven playstyle. But if we do a little bit of left stick dribbling, I'm pretty sure he has like 85 agility, 84 balance. I mean, with his larger build in game, boys, it doesn't seem to be too bad. Now, obviously, if you do run him at the center back position, that's not going to be too important. But like as a center defensive mid, center mid, I mean, the dribbling is going to be pretty important. Over the top through ball right here. No way, boys. Van Nistelrooy, that's a great over the top through ball. I'm just going to go near post right here. Okay, man, I mean, the long-range passing seems to be pretty decent early on. But yeah, man, the plan is to go ahead and use him as that deep line playmaker in the 4-3-3 formation. I mean, obviously, we need the defensive cover to be really good, but we're also going to try to get him a little bit further forward. I mean, not the greatest of attempts on goal right there. He does have the 5-star weak foot, but not the craziest of shooting stats. Now, the one thing that I do want to test out early on with the card, boys, is the speed boost. He does have the rapid playstyle and the mostly lengthy acceleration type. He does seem to be quite quick right there. Rude Van Nistelrooy still with him. I'm just going to look for a cutback. Use the ping pass. It's a bit of a lucky goal right there because I feel like my opponent actually got the tackle, but I guess we'll take it. Again, man, as that deep line playmaker, the chance creation with the card is going to be really, really important. All right, boys, straight from kickoff, I'm going to go ahead and signal Immobile to make that run, and I might just try to go for like an over-the-top through ball. Van Nistelrooy, test out the long-range passing a little bit more. I mean, yeah, boys, from a deeper position, his passing's been low-key kind of cracked. Now, this is a really good opportunity to test out his recovery speed a little bit. Van Nistelrooy with the jockey playstyle plus. I feel like if you are really good at manual defending, that's actually going to be really good for you. Good tackle right there. Now we can go ahead and spring into a counterattack. I'm just going to ping it towards the middle, boys. Ping pass playstyle plus works really well with the card. Petr check. Ooh, that's Van Nistelrooy. That's his Van Nistelrooy. So, I mean, right there, you guys can see a little bit of like a defensive highlight with him. I kid you not, boys, the recovery speed and then also the physicality to hold off Petr check. Actually, really good. Van Nistelrooy. Let's just see if we can maybe try to carry the ball forward a little bit more. All the way. I might just try to signal Rafael Lau and play it to him. There we go. Speed boost. Rafael Lau. Bit of a tight angle. Lucky rebound. Hey man, we'll take it. 2 scrappy goals for us so far, but I mean, another good chance created. With the way that the card is set up, boys, I mean, I feel like as a CDM is probably the best way to go ahead and use him because like ping, pass, jockey, intercept, a little bit more suited for like a midfielder. Van Nistelrooy. Now, if you are struggling to break down your opponent, boys, just go for the ping pass. Like, it's a very easy way to get high up the pitch, and I mean, ultimately, you can create a lot with him like that. Petr check, easy finish. Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, and so far so good. We are coming up against a 4-2-3-1 Dembele, Emilio Butragueño, CR7. It's a very good team. Now, as you guys know, in order to complete the SBC, I mean, 7 different squads, it's going to cost you roughly 180,000 coins to complete. And I feel like for that price, you're actually getting a really solid player in game. Now, with the current meta in FC 25, I mean, a lot of people do run the 4-2-1-3 formation. Center defensive mids are really, really important. Do I think that he's like a very OP meta type of CDM? Probably not, but he does also have a lot of really good qualities to actually make him really good in game. Van Nistelrooy, that's actually decent strength. It's a lovely finish, boys. We'll take that. That's a good start to the game. And for that exact reason, man, I feel like he's just better suited as a CDM because going forward, I mean, there's definitely something there with the card. Now, we do have Van Nistelrooy making that run. I'm just going to go ahead and play through. Now, we could maybe go R3 touch or just go all the way, boys. That's really good physicality. The physical side to his game has honestly been so surprising, boys. Like, a very strong player both on and off the ball. Now, in game number 2, I do want to test out, like, the defensive ability on the card a little bit more. I mean, the intercept playstyle plus has been great so far. And again, boys, I mean, just like with this 99 composure and then also really good defensive awareness and interceptions, like, I mean, defensively, really, really good. I can't stress enough how important the intercept playstyle plus is for a midfielder, boys. So it's really nice to see that he does have that. All right, right here, we do need a little bit of recovery speed. I feel like he might just try to drop that back. Dembele, yeah, boys, that's a good tackle right there. Every defensive playstyle, huge for the card. He is trying to get the ball into this Dembele quite a bit. It's gone through his legs, boys. It's gone through his legs. That's a little bit unlucky, but we should have gotten possession right there. As a nice Petr check. He might try to step with the center back, play through. Van Nistelrooy still with it. Back onto his left foot, 5-star weak foot. It's decent, boys. Going forward, like in those more advanced positions, like not the craziest of cards. Nice, boys. A little bit of tiki-taka football right here. Van Nistelrooy keeping it very close. Now ping it through. One more. Look for the cutback. Petr check. Are we offside? Oh, okay, boys, we were offside. I was like, that was such a nice play. To miss that chance is just so poor, but I mean, we were offside. It wouldn't have counted. Jack Grealish. I'm just going to take Van Nistelrooy into this like little pocket of space, ping it through, and now go for a finesse shot, boys. That's exactly what he brings to the team. I mean, the ping pass playstyle plus, such a good addition for the card. Now, we do have Immobile making that run. I'm going to go for another over top through ball, boys. Yeah, I mean, if you are struggling to break down your opponent, definitely go ahead and use that from time to time. Immobile. Now we look for the cutback. One more. As a Petr check near post. That's liquid, boys. That's literally liquid football. That's so nice. Van Nistelrooy. And again, R3 touch. The mostly lengthy acceleration type, boys, is honestly working so well with the card. You see the pace right there with the rapid play style. Very, very nice. It's actually a very high scoring game, man. We got to try to get another goal right here. Van Nistelrooy. I'm going to go chip shot. He pulled out his goalkeeper, boys. I feel like if he didn't pull out his goalkeeper, we maybe missed a chance. But, I mean, again, a decent finish for the card going forward. Could step right here. Van Nistelrooy, that's nice, man. Good manual defending. Unlucky not to get possession, though. But for the most part, he's been very consistent in, like, those duels. Van Nistelrooy still sticking his position really well, boys. The intercept playstyle plus. It's honestly making me feel like the card is worth it. That's how good that playstyle plus is. And it's great counter-attacking football and another nice finish. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Van Nistelrooy Shapeshifters card in a few games of FUT Champions. And I will say, boys, I mean, with the upgrades, a very solid player in-game. Now, if we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we did give him the Anchor Chem style. So a little bit better pace. We maxed out the defending and then also his physicality. It also gives him the mostly lengthy acceleration type. And with the rapid playstyle, boys, not only was like the recovery speed very good with the card, but even with the ball at his feet, like the acceleration was so nice. And I think that is safe to say, like the physical side to his game is definitely the standout area. So if you do want to go ahead and run him at the center back or right back positions, you most definitely can. The technical side to his game for the most part was decent. It wasn't anything too crazy in my opinion, but I mean the passing for the most part was still really effective in game. The dribbling not too bad. And if you do plan on running him in the midfield, like in those more advanced positions with his 82 shooting, he is capable of scoring a couple goals as well. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the value of the SBC like an 8 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using him at the center defensive mid position in the 4-3-3 formation. Now, as you guys know, in order to complete the SBC, there are 7 different requirements. It is going to cost you roughly 170,000 coins to complete, which is actually a pretty fair price in my opinion. Not too many squads to complete the SBC, and then also very easy to complete. So in that case, I feel like if you do have a lot of fodder in the club, it's actually a pretty decent SBC for you. But it's also going to come down to who you have in your starting 11. Now, currently in FC 25, so many people like to run Ruud Gullit, so many people like to use Patrick Vieira. If I had to compare him to the likes of Ruud Gullit and Patrick Vieira, I do still think that the other two players are still a lot more effective in game compared to Van Nistelrooy. But if you can't afford some of those top options and you do have a formation that does have center defensive mids, I feel like he's actually a pretty decent option for you. He does have a bit of a larger build in game with the tall and normal body type, so if I had to compare him with like a specific type of player, he does kind of give me like a, maybe like a Rodri or maybe like a Cantona type of vibe. So if you do prefer those types of players, I mean, I feel like he's most definitely going to fit your style of play. The only real letdown that I did notice with the card is the fact that maybe like his 4th playstyle plus could have been a little bit better than the aerial or the jockey. But nevertheless, boys, if you are a bit on a budget and you are looking for a really good center defensive mid for your starting 11 and you don't have the likes of like Ruud Gullit, Patrick Vieira, I think it's a pretty decent SBC to go ahead and complete, and I would recommend them. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like, comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another play review, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.